how to enable Volt Foundry to become Volt MX Go Foundry. We're going to walk through the Volt Foundry installation and look and see what we have there. We're going to go through the Volt MX Go Foundry license application. Then we will run the Volt MX Go plugin installer to install the plugins that are necessary for Go. And then we will restart the Foundry server instance and see that we have actually achieved the ability to use Volt MX Foundry as a Go installation. To begin with, I'm going to log into my freshly installed Volt MX Foundry server. This Foundry server is the appropriate version level for a Volt MX Go 2.1 release. I can see that the license has not yet been activated. I'll go ahead and activate that now. This needs to be a Volt MX Go license in order for the Volt MX Go features to be active on the server. For internal reasons, I will switch this URL to a UAT server. Customers should not have to change this URL. You will, however, have to add your server ID and your password to properly get the license active for your server. After saving that, I can see that my license has successfully been activated and the banner is now gone. I will go ahead and log out of the server and I will stop the Foundry server. Once the service has stopped, I want to start the MX Go plugin installer to enable the plugins for Foundry. This brings up a command prompt that guides you through the process. I will select one to install MX Go plugins in Volt Foundry. The wizard looks for the installation directory. This takes a moment, and if it's successful, it will be populated for you. However, in this case, it was not found, so I will populate this with my installation directory for Foundry with the Tomcat Web Apps directory. After pressing Enter, the wizard goes ahead and installs the plugins into that particular installation instance. I'll push Enter to return out of the X wizard. Then I go back and I restart my Foundry instance. Now, with the server restarted, I will again log in to the Foundry server. This time, when I log in, I see that I have a Volt MX Go First Touch banner across the top, signifying that this is now Go enabled. If I check by adding a new application, and I select an object service, I can configure a new application with an endpoint of type HCL Domino Adapter. This server is now HCL MX Go enabled. So in summary, we have looked at Volt Foundry, we've applied a Volt MX Go Foundry license, we've run the plugin installer to install the needed plugins, and then we've restarted our server to see that we have Volt MX Go Foundry installed and running. Feel free to scan the QR codes for a trial setup. We can look at some Volt MX Go installers and install documentation as well as some training. Thank you.